yes. Greetings everybody, esteemed Academy members, and all the peasants watching from home. A huge warm welcome to the first ever annual Dibbley Awards. Of course, my name being Jonathan Dibble, not to be mispronounced as Dibbley, even though that just sounds better for the awards for maximum confusion. So, alas, the Dibblies were born. I was going to keep up the whole, the first award goes, but I can't be bothered. Hi, my name's Johnny, and to celebrate the absolute dog turd year that has been 2020, I thought we could start the annual tradition of the Dibblies. I'm going to be giving out multiple awards in different categories for all sorts of bass gear and bass content that has come out this year. Some of them are chosen by myself, but then some are chosen by the viewers at home via the polls that you voted on Instagram. It's going to be great. So, without further ado, let's bloody jump into it, shall we? An esteemed award for the Pick Player's Pick. So, out of the bits of gear that I have played this year, the Pick Player's Pick goes to... It's the Tech 21 DP3X! The DP3X is Doug Pinnick's signature pedal. Click up in the cards, go and check out my full review on it. Ooh, yes, so nice. Really heavy, girthy tones that sound so good. Next up is Slapper of the Year. Being a slapper, this isn't a person, this is a piece of gear that is great for slapping. My favourite slapping piece of gear of the year. Gear of the Year. Maybe that should have been the awards title. No! And the winner of Slapper of the Year is... It's the Sterling by Music Man Ray 24CA. The Indonesian-made Stingray has swooped in with its really punchy and high-clarity tones. Perfect for nearly all genres. This bass really shines when popping and slapping. Our next award is the Fingering Award. You know, playing with your fingers. The best bass of the year for fingering goes to... It's the Schecter Diamond Series Jazz Bass. Congratulations to Schecter on this monumental machine. This thing is not just a one-trick pony meant for metal and pick playing. With its high clarity pickups, this gives a really, really good fingering tone. Okay, our next award is for the Underdog of the Year. Now, this is a bass that surprised me. This is a bass that I thought was fantastic value for money. This is a bass that I would recommend to a lot. And that bass is... It's the SX P-Bass. I recommend that bass just for the blue finish alone. Oh, for an affordable bass. I've never seen such a nice finish. Just did a setup on it, fresh strings, cleaned it up, and it was so nice. A really, really deep and different sounding P-bass tone compared to my Squier Classic vibe. So really, really fantastic bass. Next up, similar category, but the one that got away. All bass players will be familiar with this feeling. It's selling a bass that you then regret. And I have this every time I sell a bass. I then, later on down the line, regret selling it in some shape or form. So, this one this year goes to one that really surprised me, and the one that I've been thinking about the most. The one that got away for 2020 is... It's the Harley Benton PB50! Now, Harley Benton, as you know, are Thoman's home brand that make really affordable but really fantastic value guitars and basses. Harley Benton Rickenbacker copy is the bass that kick-started this channel. Always been really impressed with their products. And this one is no exception, and is actually one of the most affordable basses in their lineup. It kind of made me appreciate rolling the tone off which has been a big thing for me this year. I never used to like rolling off the tone, you know, I'm an aggressive pick player, I like that trebly presence. Absolutely love the sound of a P bass with the tone rolled off, and that bass is what did that for me. I never got a chance to properly appreciate using flats on it, so I'd love to get one back again, and they're really, really affordable, so that is definitely the bass I've been thinking about the most since I sold it, and therefore it is the winner of the one that got away. Okie dokie. Now we're going to move on to a couple of categories that you guys at home have been voting for. So this award is for the best release of 2020. Now this isn't necessarily something that I have played or reviewed on the channel. This is just your favourite products that have been released this year. So our nominees for this category are the Squier Paranormal 54 Jazz Bass, the Ibanez EHB 1005 MS, 1005, 105, who knows, Ibanez need to work on their names, and last but not least, the Orange Bass Butler. And the winner for best release of 2020 goes to the Ibanez EHB 105 MS, 1005 MS. Ah, it's so cool. Initially, I didn't really like the look of this bass, but I'm a sucker for it now. Hearing Patrick Hunter's demo, it's such a nice bass, and I would love to get one on the channel. Maybe if you hit that like and subscribe button, we can afford to get some higher end basses on the channel, even though I kind of like to focus on the more affordable stuff. So maybe don't hit that like button and don't hit subscribe, so I can't afford to go and get that more expensive gear. Next up is Bass Brand of the Year, and the landslide winner, as voted by you at home, is... it's Harley Benton! As I said before, Harley Benton, really fantastic value for money. I've had 4 basses and 1 guitar, and I think they've all been astounding value for money. A lot of elitists out there will say blasphemy, we're absolutely never going to have anything from them, but often they haven't tried it or are not willing to try that brand because they're too embarrassed to have that name on the headstock when really nobody cares. Moving on to the next award, BassTuber of the Year. They are a fantastic YouTuber, and you should absolutely click the link in the description to go and check out their channel because they do a fantastic job at really filling a niche on the internet to document lots of preamps and document lots of cool and interesting basses that you don't see a lot of people covering. The award for BassTuber of the Year goes to... it's Low End Lobster! The crustacean himself, Low End Lobster, is this year's winner of BassTuber of the Year. Like I said before, fantastic channel. Go and check him out. Follow him on Instagram and all that good stuff on his Discord server. Really does do it all and puts a lot of us BassTubers to shame with his really frequent and high quality uploads. Go and check out his channel. Our last award of the Dibblies, as voted for by you guys at home, and this one is for Tone of the Year. I was surprised by everybody's choice for Tone of the Year on the channel. And without further ado, it's the Squier Paranormal Jazz Bass. And probably the most exciting Squier release of the year has been the Paranormal series. The quality control is meant to have been superb in comparison to the Indonesian-made classic vibe range. And I have to say, yeah, it was great. I had no issues with that bass, and the stacked volume and tone knobs meant that you could have such an amazing variation of tones in there. Bit of a mix between the 54p bass, that kind of telly style look, and a 60s jazz bass where you've got the concentric stacked tone and volume knobs. I really enjoyed playing that bass, and it was really, really highly anticipated. So congratulations to all of our winners of this year's Dibblies, and I hope that you will hit like and smash that subscribe button to join me for next year's award ceremony. Thank you so much for an amazing year. In so many ways, 2020 has just been a massive turd to the face. This YouTube channel and starting this up and talking to everyone online, hitting 2,000 subscribers and starting in March, something like March, April, I think it was, 2020. It's just been so much fun, and every week has kept me busy, has kept me excited about music, because this has just kept my spirits alive. Here's to 2021. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next year.